What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Young and Cool. Today we're looking at reasons why having a phone as a kid made you super cool. Parents, you are not depriving your kid if you don't buy him or her an iPhone. Smartphones, especially the latest, fanciest ones, have become status symbols for kids and are the source of a lot of peer pressure. Be prepared for lots of impassioned speeches from your kid about why he needs an iPhone. But if you don't want or can't afford to get one, know that plenty of kids don't have them and do just fine. He should have some exposure to digital tools and the chance to develop technology skills at home or at school, though. One argument your kid may use that he needs a specific iPhone app for homework. While it's true that some teachers ask kids to use certain programs, for example Khan Academy, they will typically make sure that some features and functionalities are available on the company's website. But if you decide that your teen is responsible enough to follow your cell phone rules and you want to go for it, here are 3 ways to establish some control over the situation. Number 1, discuss appropriate smartphone use. Make sure you and your kids are on the same page about when and how a phone can be used. Make this a discussion, not a lecture, so teens feel their voices are heard. Number 2, manage smartphone features. The power that smartphones provide may make you uncomfortable. Know that you can start with limits on access to the internet, for example, and expand as kids demonstrate responsibility. Number 3, have your kids pay their way. Have them contribute to the cost of the iPhone or the data plan or both. They'll probably take better care of the phone if they understand the costs. However, some kids don't quite agree with that. Here's a statement from a 12-year-old recently. He said, "I feel like you should get your kid a phone when they are mature enough for one. I'm 12 right now and my tablet broke almost a year ago. I'm writing this on June 2nd, 2020 and my tablet broke on July 6th, 2020. After that, I started using my little brother's Samsung J3, but it was really annoying. It was so slow and it would crash a lot and the battery was terrible. Also, my brother is a very annoying human being and whenever I had group projects scheduled, he'd always take my phone back and my friends would have no way to contact me for rides and stuff like that. So I started asking my dad for an iPhone. Nothing too new and expensive. I was just asking for an iPhone 6. If they wanted, I could have paid for it myself, but they didn't want me to have a phone that costs less than $200. And you can hardly get an iPhone 5 for that much money here in Canada. Keep in mind I have $800 saved up and I could have easily paid for a phone better than an iPhone 6, but all I wanted was to fit in with my friends who all had iPhone 6s. Now it's almost been a month since the new iPhone SEs came out and I really want it, and it's pretty affordable. Also, my teachers are always asking everyone if they have their own iPhones and I'm the only one who doesn't have one yet. Also, it's pretty shocking them that I don't even have one because I have a pretty good social status. There's also a kid that's bullying me for not having a phone, and I get really good grades. I'm a fair person, I'm pretty mature and know how to talk to strangers. I can also afford it, but my brother keeps trying to blackmail me so he can tell my parents not to buy me one. My brother is really spoiled and my parents always listen to him or he'll scream and turn the house upside down. My brother is 9 and he has a phone, and my sister is 7 and she also has a phone, and I'm the only one in our family who doesn't have a phone and I'm 12 years old. As you can tell, some kids don't quite agree with their parents' statements of not letting them get phones when they're younger. I actually remember when I was about 13 years old, my dad wouldn't let me get an iPhone 5S. Yes, I'm pretty ancient. And, you know, he wouldn't budge. I was asking for so long. So what did I do? Well, I made a PowerPoint presentation. Yup, a PowerPoint presentation on why I should have a phone. I listed many reasons such as being able to call your parents after sports to pick them up for rides at school or even at individual practices outside of school, being able to text them throughout the day and you can be on your own, not have to be like somewhere like say you're on a street, like just walking, getting food with friends and your parents need to know where you are where they can use the location, even though now I've suffered the consequences of that with Life 360, trust me. But also just to contact them to tell them to pick you up or whatever. Also, you can contact people that you can never really see, like grandparents, whenever you can FaceTime them, all that stuff. I don't see why having a phone at this young age is such an issue unless you're not the mature type, or if you're the one that's going to be getting into trouble online or looking up stuff not supposed to be or using it for all the bad reasons. Well, that's another story. But if you have a kid that's well matured, well rounded, and just all around smart with technology and their phone, that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Young and Cool. As you can tell, having a phone while you're young is a status symbol and it's cool. So those are reasons why having a phone is cool as a kid. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe and have a great day.